What is going on, guys? My name is AK, back again with another YouTube video. In today's video, I'll be doing a gameplay breakdown of a map of raid control that we played in a pro point just a bit earlier. So we lost the hard point, it was quite close. We did quite well in the S&D, we beat them quite convincingly, and so we're on to map 3. We did really well, spoiler alert, but I thought it'd be a good video to sort of do a gameplay breakdown, show you what I was thinking, what we were doing, and sort of the thoughts that are going through my head while we're playing. Now, this idea was actually suggested to me by someone on Twitter, so there'll be a link to the description if you want to go check out his Twitter and say thanks. That being said, if you've got any suggestions that you want to see made, let me know either down in the comments or on Twitter. And also, I just want to add, there is a slight problem with my audio in it. It's quite choppy. I think it might have been an OBS issue or something. I don't really know. So my voice is a little bit annoying to listen to, but it's fine for the rest of my teammates. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. But that's said and done. Let's jump straight into it. They naded us.
TK.
They naded me. One's grey van, one's grey van, one's grey van.
There's one in the kitchen. Giving up mid.
Dead, nice.
Nice. Last guy mid.
Yeah, I'm stacking it.
Yeah, stack the point, stack the point. So if you saw there, we managed to get 3 dead. The teammates, that wasn't me. So as you do in control, you want to stack the point. The more people on the point, the faster it caps. One person is quite slow, which is why you heard the call from Liam in there, and I repeated it. We'll stack the point, get everybody on there, and try and get certainly a few ticks, or as much as the cap as possible.
They do it.
Yeah, one's going laundry, one's going laundry. I'll pre-aim it.
Oh, pillars.
Laundry weak. Behind us, pillars weak. Nice, one more top laundry weak.
The loot on A, fuck. Kitchen,
Oh my
one
God, I'm
shot.
scared.
Didn't play that.
We spawn B, let's play B,
Let's hit this.
Nice, let's go with it.
Guys, need help! There's one mid.
It's fine, we're not here now. I've got you mid,
So as you can see here, we had a few players die. I think we had 3 die over at A, and so that forced the spawns back waterside, back by the bedroom. And being that the enemy had then just sort of pushed out A, that means we can then wrap to B and try and get some ticks on that. So yeah, just the general control sort of gameplay really. If they're sort of set up at A and have just got a few kills there, you spawn close to B, then yeah, go hit it.
There's a guy coming watch stairs.
One's money. Oh, fell locked.
Yeah, money dead.
I'm off
Oh, yeah.
it.
Pick up my mid.
Back basket weak, nice.
One's kitchen, one's money. It's money.
Let's see if we can get the second tick on that. But no, it's commit to B. I'll get you mid.
We got this.
One basketball. Free.
One more. Last guy B.
That guy's great van on there.
Got one TK.
Yeah, got one in B.
Nice.
One's there.
Get mid.
Okay, I got you. So as you can see, we managed to wrap around the back and get that last player out. A good double kill from Charlie there to sort of help that. And as you can see, first I was positioned to sort of watch through basket, but that's actually quite a quick push from there, just down the stairs, and they can try and kill you. There's also a good head glitch there on that box. So I pushed up towards the wall to watch money. Also, because we have Woody the other side, if they do actually push out of there, he can turn around and pick up the trade. So sort of a good positioning. We didn't really communicate it, but I think we were both thinking that. I got money.
Oh no, alright, I'm just gonna sit in the corner.
Got money.
Get money. Get money now, they can't push it.
One push in. Nice, one played. Right, let's hit the back.
Nice, let's go. Yeah. Let's watch these off spawn. I'll spawn close.
Again, after picking up the kills, I made the call to push to the back. Pushing to the back in control is actually quite important. It's really good for actually being able to sort of start spawn trapping the enemy, because as you know, on attack on control is quite hard to sort of capture it through the points. So another good way to actually try and steal around on attack is actually by pushing them, try and trap them in the spawn as much as you can, and yeah, try and sort of whittle their lives down, which is what I was trying to do with this play.
Laundry, I reckon.
Yeah, let me spawn.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, one's gone forest.
Got jungle.
Yeah, jungle one shot.
The
dead.
last side. One's out.
Realise. Fucking reloading for fuck's sake.
There's one on the side bit of laundry.
I've
All
lost
we got to do,
3 fires.
is just stack here and we win.
That's
One on
what
grey van dead. Another one close here, all dead.
Nice.
Side of laundry, dead.
Nice. Oh,
Chin dead.
So a big 3-piece there helps actually us get set up on A, and being that we already had ticks, 2 ticks from the first time we attacked A, I think it was the first time, we might have got another tick since then, but yeah, getting that means that we can then sort of hit the point. As you see, there's already 2 of us on there, but yeah, that gives us the nice map pressure that we can then push up and get the kills.
Machine gun. Not a fucking AR.
Oh, actually, my bad.
Good shit, boys.
Right,
Let's go, baby.
Good offense.
And ultimately, that leads to us winning the first round on attack, which actually then gives us a very good advantage in the game, because, as you know, or as you probably know, attack on control is generally considered and, well, is the harder one to play.
Mid, double name mid.
Yeah, let's do it.
Respawn strat.
So Charlie made the call there to double nade mid. Essentially, it's just a strat. If you have two people, throw their nades from your side kitchen or Zig if you're that side. And yeah, you can try and pick up a kill because most people have flak, but with two nades, you can quite often pick up a kill.
Oh,
Yeah, I got one.
Hit him,
I got
I
one
hit
weak. Got one
one's
weak.
white van and me.
Yeah, white fan, one shot. White fan, one shot. Nice. I think it was one top window. Last top window. Last top window.
Got window, I've got window.
That's what played right. Push up. Let's get the spawn trap. So upon getting 4 people dead, the first thing I said is let's get a spawn trap. If you don't know what that is on raid, that is pushing up to the yellow Lambo and trapping them in the back far side of P2. If you know, there's the little sort of bit that's behind P2. There's a generator there. There's some glass. Essentially, if you push up to the Lambo, they're spawning at the back there, and you can sort of trap them in their spawn. The only real place they can push towards is B.
Ooh.
I'm in your art, I'm in your art.
I got one. Bottom bedroom and that. What?
Hitting B.
Right, you guys play clear off B. I'll push up. Now, working on that information, I knew that they were going to push B because we went for the spawn trap. So as they pushed towards B, I just made the call for the rest of my teammates to go towards B because I was already sort of running towards the yellow Lambo, ready to get set up in the spawn trap myself. So I said, you 3 go B, I'll get the spawn trap.
It's water. Dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
again,
one more
water gone,
water, one
TG.
more water. He's water side? What side?
So
Well,
someone cross up.
top
I'm
bedroom,
pinching.
bottom water.
One shot.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pinching. I can probably pick up a few.
Bedroom.
I'm just gonna go away because I reckon these are gonna go away now.
There's
Yeah.
3 and 1 water steps. Now, unfortunately, the pinch didn't work. There were 4 of them in here when they saw me, so there's no way I could get a kill. But yeah, that's not always going to be the case, and doing a pinch around that might work for you.
They know
Oh,
as
water
well.
steps.
They're hitting
I'm
basketball, hit basketball too.
I'm wrapping back.
These kills are huge.
this guy's shot's cracked.
Yeah, in the back dead, in the back dead. Now, I chose to wrap back there just because we knew that they captured the first point. So generally, as we did, as you saw in the first round, once you capture that point, the first thing you want to do is push the spawn to try and get them in a spawn trap or get some kills just off spawn. And knowing that that's what they were going to do, I pushed into the back jungle and correctly predicted that that's what they were doing. Also important to clear the spawn because if they get you in a spawn trap, they start, 1, taking away a lot of your lives, and 2, that gives them the pressure to push up and actually start capturing the point. So wrapping back there is a very important thing to do.
One more A.
Whereabouts?
Side, I
He's
think.
our side. I'm gonna.
Nice pick. This
Get
one.
down.
One top window. Nice. Top play, Woody. One
Oh,
back
shot
dead.
through the van. Nice, good trade.
Pillars.
Pillars dead. There's one more
Trade,
left
big
side.
trade.
I'm
They take
shot.
They can lower
Take
that. They can lower that.
There's one bottom
I think
right.
there's one white fan as well. So as you see, the teammates all called that we could lower the point. Essentially what that means is if they don't actually get it up to the first tick, you can stand on it and essentially deplete all of their progress, bring it back down to 0. So they called that. I didn't notice it at first. I thought they'd got the tick, but when they said that, I immediately jumped on. Still play safe, play an angle, but yeah, you can bring down the time, and that, well, it's going to help them not have an easy time capturing the point when they come back off spawn.
Bottom right.
Yeah, one top up.
Part pushed out.
I'm from
One more
trophy.
top art.
One
One shot, Z-Locks. Z-Locks is one shot, another one front up. Hill, left side with Z-Locks.
Top hill dead.
Got you mid.
I got the
Nice.
push. Now, we managed to get 4 dead, I think, 3 or 4 dead, certainly. And so, again, we set up. Again, I probably could have pushed up a little bit to try and get them in the spawn trap, although being that we were sort of killing them a bit staggered, chances are a few of them might have respawned by the time I pushed down to the Lambo. So the nice, safe thing to do is sit on the point. I mean, we don't have to try and deplete lives. If you look at that, we're already up by 8 lives, so that's certainly good for this round. And again, going to help us if, for whatever reason, it did go to the final round. Having that big life advantage is going to be very helpful.
I'll get you mid. More, dead.
I'm gonna push through this bottom bit here and Zig.
One's water
One
stairs.
stairs. 2 stairs.
What
There's 2
the
stairs.
fuck
One's
is
gone
this
drive.
game? One was flanking all the way now.
Wait too long. There's two in. They're both weak. 3 in. So that was a bit of a choke there, I will admit. But my sort of thinking there was let the first person run past, because that's a corner that I don't think anyone checks unless you come out of the gallery or the art room and see them there. But I thought I'd let one person go past because I could hear the others. I could hear them through the headset, and I thought if I'd wait for 2 to go past and shoot them both in the back, get a double kill. Unfortunately, that's not how it worked. But yeah, it's good to try those things.
Yeah, he knew I was there. One shot Hill was there.
There's one backside hill.
2.
He's weak. Nice, good trade.
One top window, one close white van. I'm dead.
Pillars. Yeah, pillars.
Shot top, 1 shot top.
I'm gonna pinch mid. I just play there. There's one in the kitchen, Kitchen dead. Watch point. Get on,
Hit this,
get
you
on.
gotta hit this.
Well played. Good job. So again, yeah, we managed to finish the round there. Few good kills that people managed to pick up, but I think the life advantage really did help. I think we ended with maybe a 7 or 8 life advantage. So yeah, another good round. I mean, defense you are expected to win, and being that unfortunately we didn't manage to hold B, I think we managed to hold A quite well throughout the rest of the round.
Yo, someone come bedroom. We'll go. Hey, someone hit B with me straight off, and 2 go A. Just split it.
I'll come back.
One goes Tiki. It's only one that normally
Alright.
goes there. Then you've got to
Go
expect
back
either water step or money, and then one goes right side of Tiki to the water, and go in it.
So if you heard there, Charlie's made a call to go to B first. Now, generally A is what's played first, maybe because that's where P1 for hardpoint is. I don't know. Just generally, people tend to go to A first. I don't necessarily would say it's an easier point to capture. Just tends to be where people go. But Charlie made the call from the first round. He remembered that someone went into the Tiki. That's the little hut thing, if you didn't know, and that one pushes to the outer water. So he made the call to go to B, and I said, okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Here.
One's laundry. I'm one
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll take you B.
that's a tough machine gun. I don't understand this shit.
1 shot in Tiki. Water step.
Yeah, water steps weak. Unfortunately, we get pinched from the water steps, and so it doesn't actually work out in the end. But yeah, it was a good strat to try, and unfortunately, it didn't work. Maybe it would have been better if we'd communicated, had someone watch our mid, so that we couldn't get pinched as easily. But yeah, is what it is. Nice, swap play.
Mark point.
Right, yeah, we can get her.
I managed to get a tick.
Well,
I got your launcher. Now, I will just quickly say, because we spawned close to A, we could then push A, and being that essentially we faked going B at the start of the round, it wasn't our intention, we weren't planning on going B, us two, but I think, as most people don't generally go B, when they first saw us at B, they sort of called, okay, yeah, we need to push B, so all of their team wrapped round, forcing us to spawn closer to A, and then, yeah, we could get quite a quick push onto A, obviously helped by the fact that the other 2 teammates did manage to pick up 2 kills. Let's do what's steps, isn't it? There's one Sig dead.
Another one, Alex.
Yeah, he's weak.
He's 1 shot.
I did it, watch out. Think anything. Top laundry. Laundry dead.
He's gone pillars.
You're
Pillars.
so
Yeah,
annoying.
Pillar's dead. So that combined with a few extra kills that we managed to get, made sure that we could get A nice and early on. So yeah, that's good.
Dead. Tiki absolute. He's on B.
So essentially, we played quite a lot of that round there, just getting trades, 1 kill here, 1 kill there, and we brought it from like both being in the 20s. We're now down to 8 lives each. Really just getting a kill, it getting traded, getting a kill, it getting traded, and not really getting any extra capture on B. So we spent quite a lot of time, which I mean, we've still got 50 seconds on the clock, so that's enough to make a play. But yeah, at this point, you're probably looking that the round is going to come down to kills more than capture.
There's 2 on B. I've just made everyone fucking 1 shot.
I got 1 mid.
Yeah, there's one close front money.
Tiki's
Dead. I think there's another
I'm
one
in
back.
jungle.
Oh, another.
I can pinch.
Money, my bad.
He's
Sorry.
in fight.
Now, a quick thing I do want to mention, if you can see from the control point, there's actually a red line on the floor, like a red glow around the point. Now, this actually means there is an enemy on the point, even if you can't see them. And if the point is glowing blue, that means there's a teammate on it. And if it's white, it means there's no one on it. So even if you can't specifically see that there's an enemy on it, if you see that the point is glowing red, that means an enemy's on it. Go on.
Dead point.
Now push out. Hold your angles. Money. Need money. Money.
And so with that, we managed to pick up some kills, get a bit of control established on the point. Again, as you can see, me and Charlie are on the point together for the faster cap, and we had 1 player push up into basketball. He's in the small room in the basketball, and that essentially will help anyone that pushes down the stairs, because that's where they spawn. So the quickest sort of route to the point to try and kill us will be down there. So having him pushed up in there will help slow them down.
Wow, trophy killed me.
Yep, money weak side.
Flowers.
Yeah, I'm watching
I'm
it.
fucking sending flowers off.
Absolute. Wow.
Nice one, lad. Good
Hey.
job, boys. and we managed to whittle down all their lives before we managed to capture the point. But at the end of the day, we won the game. So that was a solid 3-0, and I'm so actually surprised we won sort of so convincingly, especially being that we started on attack. So we actually won 2 attack rounds, which again, yeah, you're not expected to on control. So especially considering how close the first game was, I think we played pretty well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of video, you know, breaking down, just sort of explaining what I'm thinking a little bit more than just as you would see in a normal gameplay. So if you found this helpful, be sure to drop a like. With that said and done, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.